could, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man.
Perfect.
That was great.
That
really
intro
well.
is lit.
No, I have it for one reason, because every time we start a stream, I usually need to announce it in a community. So this way traders know we are going live, and I can still announce it in Discord and in Telegram. So it serves a purpose. It's not just dope. It has a purpose. Okay. How are we doing, guys?
We're starting with vibes, you know?
Yeah, man. Whoa, Angel, you got the moves, yeah?
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to another stream. Let me share the screen right away, probably. And dive in. Here we go. Have you been watching the inflation data from Europe, Ken?
Yeah, I've seen.
We got lower data, so I'm kind of very skeptic about the euro now. I mean, the only thing that basically keeps me like on a positive note with the euro is like the energy prices that could maybe keep up, but the inflation did not look hawkish at all for the ECB. Let me take a look here. I think it was 0.2 points down, wasn't it?
Yeah, man, coming down.
So the actual was the euro area was at 2%, but the two biggest economies, which is France and Germany, we went from 2. What was the forecast to 1.8, and in France we went from 0.9 to 0.8. So yeah, kind of being very skeptic about the euro dollar now. Let me open it right here, because you said it last time that we might get the bearish momentum or bearish movement on euro US dollar. I now kind of see it as well. Potentially, as I said probably on the last stream, I might be actually targeting the level 1.165. Now, I'll wait if we're going to get back here to the fair value gaps, or just simply to the gaps above 1.175, somewhere to this area, with a stop loss probably above the 1.18, which is from this whole region or zone, the highest volume. So maybe we can go for the liquidity for this level. But eventually, I think we're going to get there. We're going to get to 1.165 whenever it will be a correction before any upside momentum, or will continue towards the downside. I think we will reach that level. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I think dollar obviously near term has an opportunity to push higher, but I am just on the fence because we're just in this awful range and there's a lack of commitment. Like, volumes are still low in dollar related. Perhaps next week things will pick up some pace, or obviously they should, because obviously this Friday we've got non-farm payrolls. But like dollar related, I just haven't been active or interested in right now.
Yeah, we've got, if I'm not mistaken, we've got Jolt opening. So if we're gonna get lower number, that's gonna be for the rate cut. So we need to get anything above 7.6 mil, and then we've got, as you said, on Friday, we've got non-farm payroll and unemployment rates, which probably is going to be the triggers, because then there's not much going on for dollar till the last week of January. For the FOMC, we've got the retail sales, and where do we have the inflation data from US? is it next week or is it the week after?
UPI is next
Actually,
week.
next week,
Mid-
next
yeah.
Tuesday.
But
Yeah.
next week really, I think should be. I think because you got to remember as well, like, this was the first week back for 2025. Not everyone's fully back. You know, we could almost see this week as almost like a Monday. You know, like a Monday at the start of the week. You know,
Yeah.
this week is like the Monday of the start of the year 2026. Not everyone's just trying to digest everything, dissect last year, dissect this, obviously the incoming themes. So it's just slow. I mean, full volume should be back next week without a shadow of doubt. Like a lot of big players and institutions don't turn on their systems until mid-January. Okay, everything's shut off until mid-Jan. So I think that's when we can expect, you know, after non-farm on Friday, I think we should expect some decent moves next week, to be honest, breakouts.
Okay. Okay, and I also wanted to ask you, because now I've changed kind of a list on euro pound with my buyers now for the euro not looking good. Do you think pound will persist its bullish momentum? Do you think it has some sort of a midterm, I don't want to say long term because that's a couple of months, but a midterm, let's say in upcoming weeks, can preserve its bullish momentum? In that regard, I was basically looking forward some shorts on euro pound if we can get a little bit higher to the area of 87 at best. Up here, 0.87 would be nice shorts, probably back to either the level of volume or even lower than that.
Yeah. So sorry. So you would like to see a continued move lower for Euro GP?
Yeah. I would like to see continuous. I would like to see a euro continuing towards the downside against the pound.
Yeah. I think for me, technically, I would like to see that. Obviously, I think we need to keep an eye on data now, because obviously, you know, I said that bullish momentum came because obviously we had a not so dovish Bank of England, really. So what will change that in terms of pricing or intensify that bullish momentum? So it is going to be data, facts and figures. So, you know, obviously next week we got UK GDP. UK GDP been contracting for 2 consecutive months now. The data's not looking great. So if that slows down again, we get poor GDP data, that may take some of the wind out of the bull sails, to be honest, and we could see market start to rethink, you know, because there's clear stagflation there in the UK. But
yeah, that makes sense. On the other side, if we're going to get a surprisingly good GDP data, we might see more hawkish members of the Bank of England, don't you think?
Exactly. Without a shadow of doubt. Without a shadow of doubt. You know, so yeah. I still think the downside looks nice, to be honest with you. I agree. We've had a nice break of structure really for Euro GP. You know, we're taking out, when you look on the weekly, we were printing really.
We took these lows, didn't
we?
Exactly. If I'll zoom in.
Yeah.
You mean these lows right there, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So we're really forcefully trying to make it clear that we're breaking structure here now by taking out, you know, well, we already did up at sort of 87.30 where you know, where we could have had a higher low up there, but we've broken that. We haven't sustained that trend now. You see, you see like the low where you've got marked up basically 87.30 there. So we could have had a higher low there, but we didn't. So
high low on weekly.
No, wait, the time frame you've got on now. So 87.
Yeah, that's a weekly. Yeah.
So where we've started pushing lower, I'm saying if we wanted a bullish momentum, we wanted to see a higher low around that 87.30 that you have marked up, but we didn't.
Yeah, 87.30 right here. Yeah, okay, understand.
My point is we broke that level and now we're carrying on. So that we've arguably up here had a break of structure. A lot of people would have been trading the structure thinking that's the higher low coming into play there, but it's not. It's been broken. You know, so it does look vulnerable. Now look at this. Look at this, lower highs, lower lows. So
yeah, it looks good. It looks good.
Looks really good.
That's why I like the shorts, because we've got also a lot of like momentum, bearish momentum on what was it, Monday? Yeah, Monday. Yeah. Surprisingly, after the data and after a lot of big traders get back into the market after the holiday, so it looks really good. I think we're going to get the reversal back towards like this zone probably. Possibly to this zone, but I'll be still probably looking for the short somewhere around the top area of the gap. Yeah,
it looks nice.
Nice. Someone actually said, I don't know if you heard it, but I can't recall the name of the trader, but he's working on Wall Street, and he said the most important candles are the first one before the downtrend and the first ones before the uptrend. So would be this one at the uptrend. So
Yeah.
did you hear something about this strategy?
No, I haven't. But
Yeah, okay.
but it makes sense anyway. It makes sense. But no, I haven't heard that. But it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So that's you, Angel, heard about it?
Nope, I haven't.
Okay.
But actually, the shorts looks nice. Look at that gap here and the momentum going into the market. It's just beautiful price action right there. Of course, you need like some sort of confirmation on that retracement all the way for like 50%, you know, golden pocket to actually pull the trigger on EG shorts. But it looks really nice though.
Okay. And what I also wanted to mention was the gold, because we thought on Monday that we're going to get the correction. Well, gold is just too strong, so I'll probably go gold, and I'll join the upside momentum on gold, possibly, because I don't think this is the end. Like on the uptrend, we're not that far from level 455. So I think we're going to get, if we're going to close like this, we're going to get second candle bullish. Might be some confirmation for the uptrend. Of course, I would rather buy somewhere down at around the level 43.60, but I don't think we're going to see gold dropping that far. I think we might see new lower low down there, and then eventually reverse it towards the upside. What are your views on gold, guys? You both
That's
traded.
why I'm like always so hesitant to trade gold. What do you mean that you're just going up without a retracement? Come on.
Yeah, it's gold, you know. we saw it at the end of the 2025. I think we can see it again. It's just, it does what it wants. So
exactly, it does what it wants. Sorry guys, I am just, let me share. Right. Yeah, I was just going to give you my my little view on gold at the moment.
Let me stop sharing the screen. I'll let you share the screen.
All right, let me just share this. Okay, share. Oh, wrong one. Oh,
that's Angel.
Here we go. Okay, cool.
And
here I am. Share.
That's me.
Yeah, I see. No. Ken see it as well. Now just joining the screen. Perfect.
All right. I was, you know what? I was keeping an eye on gold. But obviously we're potentially trying to form, I don't know, maybe we're sort of slowing down here. I was watching and I hesitated. I'm going to explain in a minute, sorry. But this looks a little bit vulnerable at the moment. We've got this near-term support around sort of 44.50 to around, 44.40. But we had a bearish candlestick here in the 4 hour. I was watching for my potential liquidity sweep where we've gone and challenged, you know, just about the wicks, taking out the low. I was watching this engulfing the bullish validation above that I look for after the reversal candlestick. But the reason I'm not taking it, and the thing is, I would take this because it looks like we've sort of trying to double bottom here. Bam, 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 bam. This is almost textbook for me. But what's thrown it off is this 4 hour. I don't like that 4 hour. It's not to say that we can't go and close bullish, but I'm just not confident in this 4 hour right now and the way we're sort of tapping this area right now. Otherwise, if this was a bullish candlestick, I would be taking those longs. But the fact that it's not just throws a little bit of doubt for me. So otherwise, I would be taking, that's my sort of textbook there, as I've mentioned many times. But otherwise, yeah, I'm just going to sit on hands, unfortunately. It's a shame because it could have been nice, but yeah, let's see. I'm not fully confident. I have to be fully confident. So, but yeah, I still like, the thing is with you know, this is sort of similar price action to what we were just talking about there with euro sterling, where we're printing these high highs, these higher lows. Obviously, we're testing this key area here. This has to hold. If this breaks, obviously, we're going to start coming down deeper, and then we could come back down to this gap that we we're talking about on Monday. But if this bounces and holds, we're going to go and print a higher high, and we're going to come and challenge the all-time high, which is up here, this whole zone. So it's a bit of a gateway where we're at right now. But as I say, I would be taking those longs, but I just don't like that 4 hour there that we've just seen.
Understand.
Yeah,
I mean, for me, it's pretty much the same. I just, I think from my perspective, the longs are less risky than taking the shorts.
Yeah, that's right. You are still fighting against the trend by taking those shorts, by anticipating that breakout south. Definitely, I agree with you. That's nicely said. Yeah, for sure. What's your take, Angel? Do you have much take on gold at the moment?
I would like to see like that retracement back to the weekly gap. Otherwise, I'm just staying on the fence. Like this is not for me right now. Of course, if it does, then it's gonna be awesome. But for now, I'm just seeing that just going higher and just ripping off. Like, not much for me for gold.
What do you reckon? We got maybe a double top coming here.
Oh my god!
Imagine, boom, boom,
Possibly.
boom. Possible.
Yeah,
you never know.
Great, though.
Yeah,
always great though.
Yeah. There's always some chances. So
yeah, man. So let's see. So that's gold for now. Jake, do you mind if I sort of share some other assets?
Yeah, sure. Please be my guest.
So I said obviously on Monday, obviously I was ranting and raving about the divergence between Aussie and CAD. And, I said to you guys before that I wanted to see, let me just clear this up a moment. Obviously, I said I want to see this bullish engulfing through this zone, as I noted. I wanted to see it come back, but it didn't come back as deep as what I was looking for personally. So I've obviously missed this. Otherwise, I should have been in, somewhere here. But I didn't quite find my entry personally. And, I wanted to see the price coming. So it pushed through here. I wanted to see it coming a bit more deep within. And then I was looking at those longs. It just sort of kind of was very, very just, one directional. Once you miss it, you miss it. But I still like the idea of this. I'm going to keep an eye for a potential pullback. The pullback, I may not get a good of an entry is down there. I think it could even be like into this zone here, just up where this wick is, this high of December. So I'm just watching the pullback anyway, not sort of jumping in for now, because this is one, I think once it goes, it's gonna be really clean, as I explained on Monday. Also, Aussie NZD is continuing to push the upside as expected. Again, sort of missed the moves. We've had obviously a pullback today with Aussie related, because if you look, we had Australian CPI data, which cooled. Where is it? I'm on the wrong, where am I? Here we go. CPI there. So yeah, CPI cooled marginally some of the readings, okay, generally speaking, which just takes some prospect of the RBA hiking rates. If inflation's coming back down, maybe they don't need to hike rates. So, but that's just, for me, it doesn't change anything. All right, it's just room for that correction for Aussie related. I'm a little bit annoyed now because I'm just not annoyed, but I'm just not being presented with my, an entry as such at this moment in time. Actually, to be fair, sorry guys, I'm just analyzing while we're talking now. To be fair, I like the fact that if I just put the zone here at this former supply, excuse me. Okay, this is of interest, right? We've had a bit of a pullback there, obviously at these highs of Jan of last Friday. Reversal candlestick, bullish engulfing so far. If this 4-hour engulfs, I'll look at those longs. Okay, I'll look at those longs and look to run this into the next major area, which would be all the way up here at 118.80. Okay, when you look left, this is the next area to go into. So I'm going to look at those longs. So once we get this bullish closure on the 4-hour, I'll look at those longs and I will place my stops. My stops will essentially be just below this zone, just leaving a little bit of breathing room, most likely just below this low, enough breathing room, and then run that into the upside. I think that would be still around 3R, there or thereabouts. Yeah, okay, and the rest, potentially 4R.
Actually really decent.
Yeah, so I'm going to look at something like that and just run that, into that zone. So, yeah, man.
Okay, so you're looking for, what did you say, engulfing for the, the 4-hour?
Yeah, so far, I've got what I need to see on my 1 hour, which is sort of, we've had a break of this key zone, break, retest. We're forming this sort of reversal morning star. It's being validated now with a bullish engulfing just to ensure this zone's being defended. And then on the 4-hour, just as an additional confluence, I want to see this current closure of, I want to see a bullish engulfing of this candle. So it's basically a replica, of that 1 hour, but instead on the 4-hour. So reversal candlestick, bullish closure above, and then look to run those longs.
All right, that looks nice.
Yeah,
I think if we close above 116, what was it, 116.6, it looks very decent, because then we also close above the gap, which is the only thing that's currently in the way. So then it might be a nice bull runner. Yeah, it looks really good though. It looks really good.
Yeah, man.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes, sir.
I see you've got the moving averages on your chart, and I wanted to ask last time already, but I forgot. Are you using it just for the trend confirmation? Like when you've got a line moving averages, then
Yeah. So I think this might be best for if I was to cover, I could cover at some point cover a strategy session. This is like, for me, it is kind of like an additional confluence. It is, yeah, as you say, with the trend, but I will use EMAs, these EMAs on lower time frames as well. But what's really nice is when you start to see structure. So just as an example, quickly, just a quick overview here with Euro. What from sort of my observations and experience, when we start to form structure, you can see obviously these trend lines being respected. So sorry, not trend lines, these EMAs, these exponential moving averages. So what I'm looking for is ultimately, so this, I'll show you the one moment. I use this, sorry, one moment. Yeah, sorry. So we got the 50, this is the 50 EMA, the 21 and the 8, okay? So when the 50 is at the bottom, right? When the 50 is at the bottom, essentially this is we're in a bullish state of trend. Okay. When the 8 EMA, when we're sorry, let me just rephrase that. So this is the 50, 21, and 8. Okay. So when we're in a bearish market, the red's on top. When we're in a bullish market, the blue's on top, essentially, right? Yeah. Like you can see when we start to cross over here and we start to get that bullish momentum. So what I'm looking for, basically, when we've got like this, just as additional confluence, I want to see the price pulling back to this EMA, ideally to the bottom one, to the red, right? The 50. Just to confirm that we're going to continue to push to the upside. And obviously in the flip side, you'll see it rejecting the blue line here. And then we're respecting that to the downside. It's not the cleanest thing. It's just one of those, that's like an additional confluence. That sort of price action, you'll see it as well on the 15-minute respecting this in that same sort of structure. But you want, with this EMAs, you want them like spread across. You don't want them start crossing over and all, otherwise it's just mixed. You want them nice and spread out like this. You see, there's nice gaps there. There's nice space rather between the EMAs. So yeah,
I like that because the 50 is actually really decent, because I was testing, it was quite a long time ago, but I was testing I don't know if you have ever heard about envelope 50. It's a basically strategy based on the 50-day moving averages. It's used on 1 hour, and you basically have 150 and but 250. The first one is on low, the second one is on high. It creates basically like a channel, and when the market crosses the channel, you basically are having bullish bias if it's from down to up, and then when it reverses back, you are trying to buy when it enters the channel. It's called envelope, and I think 50 MA envelope. You can search it up, guys. That's why I was interested in your moving averages, and you are basically using them also kind of similar way. So for the retracement and for the confirmation of the trend, which is nice.
Exactly. And yeah, one thing that you'll see, especially on the 15-minute, like whenever I've used it as additional confluence on the lower time frame, like intraday, I'll put it on the 15-minute, and you can see what happens is we get that retracement, and then we get that reversal candlestick, bullish engulfing, and then that's like a confirmation for shorts. You'll see that sort of time and time again. Like the high probability one would be it coming all the way back to the 50 MA, so the red line, okay, coming up there, rejecting, and then resuming south and respecting that, that overall trend. So you'll see that sort of time and time again, and obviously on the reverse side in the bull market. But yeah, man. So it's just, it's worth, like, people want to go and back test it. So just to confirm, it's the 50, 21, and the 8 EMAs. So if you want to go and back test that yourself, you can check it out.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I think traders will too.
Yeah, man.
Have strategy.
Yeah, I know people always messaging me on Instagram, and I forget to message them back. Just they ask me what those EMAs are. So there you go. You've got it, guys.
Share the sauce. Share the sauce.
Yeah, baby. Everyone's looking for that holy grail. Where is it? Where's the holy grail? I reckon, guys, in all seriousness, all right, I reckon there is a holy grail somewhere in these markets. There is a absolute holy grail, but we will never find it. Okay, you'll never find it, but there is one. You'll be searching for the rest of your lives. No, I'm joking.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. No, the institutions, that I'm sure they'll have the holy grails.
Yeah, or Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Or what
Yeah.
was her name? Who was inside trading? That's the
Oh,
holy
what?
grail
Nancy
you want.
Pelosi?
Oh, sorry, but no, Clinton, Pelosi. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Clinton probably did as well, but they all
Yeah.
do. But Nancy Pelosi is the biggest of them all. It's crazy,
Yeah.
isn't it? She makes so much money.
Yeah.
And like, it's just, they can, like, I don't know if the rules have changed, but years ago, politicians, like, it wasn't even frowned upon. They can freely insider trade. US politicians, they could freely insider trade. It's insane. Like,
Yeah,
imagine
it
that.
was.
Imagine just being able to freely do that. You get this information, you're piling on the stock, like or you short the stock.
That was crazy. I think people still do it. I mean,
Of course.
I think Mario Draghi, the old president of ECB, I think he's doing the same. I think that the same in Europe as it is in America. I still believe that these people have the holy grail, as you said.
They do.
Inside.
Between sort of you and I, sort of off the record sort of thing, the amount of people that I have obviously working in the city and worked with a number of different like desks and so on and so forth, individual traders. There have been so many cases where people just have access to certain bits of information that just shouldn't be made public. Like that just doesn't hit the public, first of all, obviously. And it's such a big thing. At the end of the day, it's who you know. If you have the right contacts, it's happening all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway,
Agree
that's
with
that.
Okay. We
Let's
almost
not get
slide
sent to
into the
jail.
politics then.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna shut up now because I don't want to get sent to jail.
Yeah.
Or start they start bringing me in and ask me to rat people out and shit. Start arresting me, start torturing me for information.
Don't worry, I'll cut it out and I'll tag ECB and the Fed on the Twitter post.
Oh god.
All right. Do you have any other markets that we can discuss, that we can trade today?
Do you know what? I think that's it for me, guys. That at the moment, yeah, it's quite a light one for me. Just keep an eye, as I say, AUD NZD, just watching those potential longs, and that's it. And a pullback with Aussie CAD, I'll observe that, and that's it for now.
Okay. All right. So, would you like Angel, now take over?
Yes, sir.
I'll approve your screen right here, and you can dive in.
All right. So,
it's yours.
as I told you guys, on Monday, we were actually playing inside this range, and whenever we had internal manipulation, we can understand where the price is seeking, right? And we were seeking for this high on Monday and Tuesday. Yep, and we have some beautiful longs on Monday and Tuesday. But now today, I'm going to play defense. All right, I already have 2 winning days, so I'm going to play defense today, just because, as you see here, we do have this gap on the hourly, right? This gap right here that is holding the price action, and this is still bullish. But if we go to the 4-hour, we also have this gap on the 4-hour that is holding price here. So what I would like to see for the next 4-hour candle is to close and disrespect this gap, right? For me to actually confirm that we want to take that high. We want to take that high. And of course, we're aiming for all the buy side resting here. Okay, so this is going to be pretty much the final target for the week. But right now we have this inside price action, right? The price is trapped between 2 gaps. And we also have PMI at 10 a.m. So that's something to keep in mind, right? Because you can easily get chopped in this price. When we have this inside price action, the price is trapped between 2 gaps. So it's easily just to take longs and then getting stopped out, the price goes down and then reacts again to the bullish gap and then we go up. So it's better just to wait for a clear displacement higher, because of course we're bullish, keeping in mind this high right here and keeping in mind the structure on the daily time frame for ES. But we have that gap on the 4-hour that actually, it's holding me to actually take any longs right now. Super happy with the week. I'm already eligible for my first payout of the year, which is awesome, guys. So yeah. Okay, so for NQ then.
How much was it?
Well, I would love. You say what?
How much was the payout?
It's not much. Just like 2,500. All right.
No, that's
But-
nice.
That's
That's
good.
nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's nice.
Yeah. So, what I would love to see to get involved right now is pretty much either the 4-hour closing above this gap, right? If that happens, then I would love to see the next 4-hour candle. Let's say we close here. So the next 4-hour candle is going to pretty much rebalance and then closing higher. And then I'm going to the lower time frame to look for longs here. All right. But I need to see that candle closure, right? Filling the gap completely. Otherwise, I'm staying away to take any longs. And for me to take shorts, right? In case we would like to see a retracement, I will need to see pretty much the price, of course, closing below this gap. Otherwise, I'm still with it. But when you see the price just trapped between two gaps, it's pretty much tricky price action that you will rather stay away, and more if you have like news. So I'm gonna wait to see what happens at 10 a.m. after the 4-hour and the PMI. So that's going to pretty much say where the price is going, right? But I'm of course looking for longs. I would like to see the 4-hour closing here and then rebalancing and then looking for that high and this high for sure. So going back to ES on the daily time frame. So look at this structure here, guys. Look at the rejection of the 50% level, right? It's pretty much a new lower high sitting here. And we have this beautiful momentum. We have 2 bullish days right here. So we can expect, right? We can anticipate the next candle to pretty much take out the all-time highs for ES, right? This one looks nice because if you look at this daily time frame, we had a gap here that hasn't really been filled, right? We close above the gap and we are pretty much rebalancing with this daily candle. So it will be nice to see a candle closure with a lot of momentum, you know, for all-time highs, right? This is going to pretty much be matching with all the liquidity that we have resting here. So I would like to see some momentum going higher after PMI, but we'll need to wait, okay? YM already took the highest, so that's something to keep in mind as well, because we have right now some sort of divergence in price, but we're bullish, so it doesn't really matter at all. For now, I'm staying away from YM because we might see from here, we might see a retracement back into this daily gap. All right, guys, because if you use a Fibonacci here and we have a new high, so we could see a retracement back into discount. So we have a new high, this is a new dealing range. So it will be nice to see some sort of rebalancing and then the price is still going higher. So nothing for YM. ES, I would like to see what happens at 10 a.m. with the new 4-hour candle, same for NQ. And if I go to oil, all right, oil. Looks like oil is setting up for a beautiful short. If you look at this gap on the daily time frame, we're actually closing with a lot of momentum in this down close candle. As you can see here, see that we failed to print a new high right here. And then we have a lot of momentum going in right here. So it makes me think that this low is now the weakest low, right? And price is aiming for those lows, right? So you can go to the lower time frame. I'm going to be looking to price to actually take out that low. We have already a retracement here on this gap. So if the hourly closes like this, below this gap, I'm pretty much expecting the price to deliver lower and look for those lows. All right, guys. It looks nice. Keeping in mind the fundamental perspective of oil right now, this should be actually a great move. Just targeting this low, right? Just, you know, playing day by day. I'm not gonna hold forever, but that's actually something to keep in mind because we have this lows right here, looks like liquidity, and now we have that structure right here. We have a lot of momentum and this movement right here, which actually makes me think that we're gonna, you know, deliver lower through the lows. All right. So, but that's pretty much all for me today.
Yeah, the oil looks good actually. I'm just watching the chart of the oil at the same time. Just open it before you started analyzing it, and I kind of like what's happening there. We just got. I thought the correction's going to be a little bit higher, or will end up a little bit higher. Now on the 4 hour looks like we're reversing, but I'm kind of not on a fence, but I still believe that we can see the correction a little bit higher. Like if we go to 57.60, which is not that far from 57.20, which is the high of the correction, then I'd be probably like 57.50, 57.80. I would love to sell there, because I don't think we're going to go above 58. Eventually, I'll be having probably like let me actually share the screen.
Yeah, sure.
Jakey baby.
Yeah, you can see here. Thank you. So you've got the idea that you would go short right away, right?
Yeah, I hear you on that actually.
Shorts right away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on, you share your view. I'm going to share mine in a moment.
I'm not convinced, because we had a lot of momentum yesterday, volatility, and we didn't create not like the candle. I don't like it at all. So I thought what might happen that we're going to take the 58 level up there and then reverse, because that was my plan for the oil. Like I'll be waiting till we go till let's say 57.6, 57.8. This is the area where I'll start basically selling. With the last order at 58, we might go a little bit above, but not that much, and bouncing towards new lower low. Because the 1 hour candle from the last hour didn't really convince me that we're going to go down now.
It's going down.
That's my view.
It's going down. It's going down. It's finished.
You sure?
Finished.
We've got another bet on table.
Yeah, come on.
Was it going to be now? Eyebrows?
It's tempting.
Okay. So, but without anything in it, just I'm still towards the upside till we hit the 58 level, and then possibly we'll go to downside. And you two guys are saying we're going to go down right away. Is that it?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see next Monday.
Can I quickly share my screen? Just want to show you something, Jay.
Yeah, sure.
Might make you change your mind. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see.
If we now reverse back towards the upside, I'll be calling you on Sunday at midnight. we have reversed. Okay, you've got the screen.
Okay, the daily yesterday in Gulf was quite bearish in golfing. Okay, obviously we're respecting structure here at the moment. So arguably we've sort of topped out again here at this sort of 58.60 area yesterday. Then on a 4 hour, you can see obviously the bearish momentum right now. We had a little bit of a pullback, but I want to show you here. Okay, look at that hourly right now. So we've had a reversal candle validated with this bearish momentum, and look at this. Funny because obviously I trade Asian range, and I haven't really back tested this, but I'm just doing some observations at the moment. But obviously you've got the range there. We've swept the range high, and then we're coming to the downside. Look here as well. Swept the high, come to the downside. Swept the high, come to the downside. Swept the high, come to the downside. Swept to the high, come to the downside. Swept to the high, come to the downside. You get the point. Swept the high, come to the downside. So I think this looks, the way the patterns and the price action, the structure, this looks a bit vulnerable here. I think we're breaking out a bit of a channel, and this should come down. I think we're going to challenge this low at the very least, see what happens here. Obviously, if we break that, it's going to be vulnerable to some more selling and a lower low, as part of this, come down to those, potentially 55 again.
Yeah, I like that. Eventually, like going for the new lower lows. I'm with that on that, but I'll be still waiting, and we'll see. Right, I think eventually I'll be selling anyway. If we hit the 58, I'll be selling right away.
Yeah,
I think it's going to change probably till then, but we'll see. Probably I'll miss on this because it's just like sometimes like a gold. You're waiting for the pullback, and then the move is gone. So
true.
So yeah.
True.
Okay. We'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything else that you guys have, or you're good to go for today? Let me check the chat.
All right.
By the way, guys in the chat, what do you think about the gold oil? Would you sell now, or would you wait for a deeper correction?
What do you think, traders?
Let me see where the questions in the chat. Usually trade Forex only. All right. So fiat to trade strategy. Fin trade in indices.
Guys,
Yes. Well, no. Okay.
bunch of crazy guys and dolls.
Yeah. So okay, I think we're good to go. Angela, by the way, I like your idea of connecting in the Discord. So I told Collins as well that if you guys would like to connect there in the Discord server, which is basically open to everyone who is part of the Discord community, you can let me know, guys, and I'll jump in. We can have a discussion after the New York session or tomorrow in London session, whenever you want. And that goes for you guys in the chat as well. In Discord, we've got what is called the channel Open Trade Room, where you can jump in anytime. You can tag me in Trading Floor channel if you want to discuss the markets, and I'll just jump in with you. Okay, so I think we're good to go. Thank you so much, guys, for your analysis, for your overview, and thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you again on the Monday, right?
Yes, boys.
Take care, guys.
See you guys.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.